Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Today we have the new Captain America / Falcon figure from Falcon and the Winter Soldier. The figure is great right off the bat. I was really impressed with how the body feels. As you can see, I have the original two Falcons here. This is, I believe this is from what was that movie? Captain America 2, which was the Winter Soldier. This was the Civil War figure. And obviously this is from the show, the series, Disney Plus series I just mentioned. Like I said, again, great figure, guys. The Headscope is great, a lot better than these two, as you can see. This one obviously was the very first one. And look how this one and this one, if you can see, very similar still. Slightly different expression on this one. This one, the expression is pretty much the same, but obviously it's an updated head sculpt, so it's gonna, and it actually looks a little bit bigger too. The scale of the head compared to these two, a little bit bigger, which makes sense because they're using different types of bodies. So to keep the scale proper, they have to increase the size of the head sculpts as well. The articulation for the figure though is very tricky. It's very limited. Let me show you guys real quick. And I don't know if you guys can see, but I'm not using the standard base that came with it. Just because I don't plan on it. It's too big and I have too many in the shelf on the shelf where it's going. So I'm keeping this oval one. So I have to be careful because as you can see, it doesn't go in all the way because obviously it's not meant for this. So I'm doing my best to try to keep it there. But let me show you real quick the head sculpt. Just really nice head sculpt overall. The goggles look beautiful. Very soft face, you know, the detail, but it looks great. It looks really good. I thought it wasn't going to look too good in person because I've seen it in hand. I've seen it in pictures and I was like, oh, I hope it looks better in hand. But and it does. So I'm happy about that. The articulation, that's about it. Like, you know, you want to force it, but that's, you know, it's up to you. But that's about as far as I go. You know, that's it. The wings do articulate a lot, which is great. They're on a ball joint here, as you guys may know already. So really cool. Let me show you guys real quick if I could show you guys some movement. So look at that. And then they made, I have it up high like this because the wingspan is so big, it takes up too much room and you guys aren't going to be able to see everything. So I just kept them up. It comes with, I forget the Red Wing, I believe. Right here in the back. Let me see. There it is, right there. That's Red Wing. Again, cool feature. He's had it before, I believe, with I think this one. I don't think I used it just because I didn't want to. I had nowhere to put it. So I said, you know what, let me just leave it alone. But this, obviously, you know, it's easier to use because it gives you the extension of the stand of the post to be able to use it. So thank God for that. Thank you, Hot Toys, for that. The shield, you know, very basic shield. It's, you know, the leather straps are very tight, so you got to mess around with it to try to get the hand into the wrist peg. The one thing I am gonna focus on a little bit is the body. As you can see, side by side. Let me see. Same exact base, but as you can see, this is slightly shorter. And again, let me go down a little bit. Same exact base, so there's no height difference in the base. And look, the new Captain America Falcon is slightly higher, slightly taller, which again makes sense because we know that they're using these 2.0 bodies to make these figures, and obviously the scale, which again is why I mentioned this head is slightly smaller than this head because again they have to increase the size to be able to fit these 2.0 bodies. The body feels great. He doesn't come with much. Again, he shouldn't anyway, but I think what makes the figure for me is the wings. The wings are really nice. The colors, the articulation, they added folding articulation parts on the wings. So this here is an articulation part. This here is an articulation part. This here is an articulation part, which is amazing. These wings were designed completely different. So they don't have the same articulation as these. These are a lot bigger than these original wings for the Falcon figures. Just again, the wings are what make it for me. I tried playing with it a little bit, took a couple of pictures, but I don't want to overdo it with the wings just because I feel like even though they feel sturdy, I'm like, you know what, with my luck, something will happen. So I just didn't mess around with it too much, but it is fun to play with, guys. A lot of fun. And another thing that has me a little bit uneasy is the fact that the base is not, the proper base, and I feel like it's going to end up tipping over and falling. So I'm not messing with it too much. But I have to figure out where it's going because, again, the wings are so big. I definitely want to put it inside somewhere. I don't know where it's going. I don't know if I want to do a detolf, which is most likely where it's going. I have more space in on a detolf shelf than I do in one of these big cases here. So, which is actually where I have the two Falcons, the original Falcons. I have them inside those cases in the back. So the wings actually, are flat against the back of the case. So it fits perfectly fine. But this here, it's going to be a little trickier, a little different. So I got to figure out where that's going. What else did I want to tell you guys about? Oh, the goggles on these two are removable. These are not. These are, 100% stuck on there forever and ever. Let's see. What else did I want to tell you guys? The boots are nice. The shin guards are nice. I love the colors too, by the way. The colors of the suit and how they match the wings. Beautiful job. The goatee, spot on. Perfect. What else? Like I said, I mentioned the shield. It comes with a couple pairs of hands, all different, obviously different grips for different looks, different different poses. Let's see. There was something else I wanted to mention. I just don't remember what the hell it was. But anyway, guys, yeah, this is what the rating. Duh, I almost forgot the rating, the most important part. I'm going to give this figure a 9. I'm going to give this figure a 9 again. I love the body. I love the outfit. The Headscope is spot on, in my opinion. Again, they kept the scale with those new bodies perfectly dead on. And I have zero complaints about anything regarding this figure. The only thing I wish is if I had more space to be able to do something with it. You know what I mean? Like a stylish pose, him flying or something like that. That would be really nice. But besides that, it is what it is. I'm just gonna leave it alone. I got to figure out how the wings are gonna be posed when it goes wherever the hell it's gonna go, because it's gonna be tough. But again, they articulate very well, so I'll figure out a funky pose to put it in. Because I definitely don't want to just pose it without the wings. The wings are what makes, again, to me, the wings make the figure. So for me to take off the wings to display it without the wings, I mean, I can and just have the wings next to him if fitting him on a shelf is going to be a problem. And they're easy to snap on. They just literally just push them into the socket joint. You push it into the ball joint, and that's it. Just snaps right in, and there you go. So I may have to do something like that to be able to display it, with the wings, because I don't want to keep the wings in a box by any means at all. As you can see, I kept these two out because what's the point of having a figure with wings and not displaying the wings? You know what I mean? Same thing with Wonder Woman. I got the deluxe for Wonder Woman, and what I ended up doing was I obviously wanted the big wings, which was the wings that came with the deluxe. But I'm displaying the regular wings just because there's no room. But those wings, those spread out wings are beautiful. But yeah, guys, as always, if you liked the video, please hit that like button. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.